Welcome back, toy fans, to episode 166 of Reynolds Reviews. And on today's episode, we've got an unexpected gift which prompted an unexpected purchase. Cue the march. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today we're going to take a look at an unexpected gift which prompted a very unexpected purchase. Now, you will know that a few weeks ago, I had various friends that attended the Star Wars celebration down in London, and one of those friends was our Si, better known as Mangafandanga, and he's always got a way of making me feel part of things. Whenever I don't get to certain events and he's attending, he's always got a way of making me feel that I'm there with him. And he messaged me while he was at celebration and said that he'd pick me up a gift. So generous of him. I had no idea he was going to do it, but he's just got that way, so thoughtful and so generous. And when he told me what the gift was, it prompted me to make a purchase from a line that I wasn't intending to pick up. But if I'm honest, I'm glad I did. Intrigued? Come on, let's go see what our Si was generous enough to send me. And there we go, everyone. So this may well give you a clue to what our Si has picked me up. Now, this was a line that I wasn't intending to pick up, not because I didn't like it, just because I'm really making a conscious effort to try and stay away from modern lines now. Now, obviously, we had Indiana Jones back in the day. We didn't have the Temple of Doom figures or the Last Crusade. We had Raiders figures, which, like I said again, I weren't intending to pick up. But then once I found out what Si got me, it was kind of a good excuse to start picking these guys up, because I do really like them. But I was just trying to sort of withhold and... yeah, because I'm trying to move away from modern lines. But it gave me a good excuse. And it's not like their Origins. More to Origins is just going on forever. These, you kind of feel, will be a limited line because there weren't many to start with. But I picked up Indiana Jones from the Temple of Doom line. And I just thought, these are great. I will pick up now, or will try to pick up the Raiders figures. I missed out on those because I weren't intending to get them. But I now kind of feel I've got to try and pick them up. So I will pick them up, but this looks like a really nice figure. The card work, the card art and the logo, I just think, they look fantastic. They're so vibrant and really pull you in. Of course, we've got that iconic Indiana Jones logo at the top there with the very familiar logo with the Indiana Jones font underneath that we all know from the movies, but I just think they look great. The figure is really nice. Again, obviously they're meant to be in a retro style, so they're meant to look basic. Indy's there, got his shirt all ripped open. He's got his machete. Now, I know other people have done videos on this already, and everyone's saying that he's missing his satchel, which I kind of guess he is. He should have a satchel in there, really. But, yeah, looks good. And just a really cool retro-looking figure. These figures are meant to look basic. They're meant to look simple. I think some people have been really critical over the sort of look and the style and the articulation, things like that. But these are meant to be basic figures. They're a sort of budget figure, a budget price, and it's meant to emulate older-looking figures. I think they do a really good job of that. So, yeah, really pleased to get an Indiana Jones retro collection in my figure. And, of course... there was a few unavailable. I would have picked up the Raiders figures at the time as well, but they were all out of stock. So I picked up a Salah from Last Crusade. And I've got to say, that card with that image on the front, I think that's a great image of Salah. Looks well ready for a good old dust-up, doesn't he? So, yeah, I thought that was a great figure to pick up. Obviously, again, we've got the same logo at the top with the Indiana Jones logo that, again, we know from the movies underneath. But, of course, it's a Last Crusade figure now, so it states Last Crusade on there. But I just think these are great, and like I say, what Simon's picked me up just give me a good excuse to pick these up. I wasn't gonna, but then when I found out what he'd got me, there was a little voice in my head that said, oh good, it means I can buy them now. It was just a perfect excuse. I told Rachel, well, I've kind of got to buy them now, darling, I'm sorry. I don't think she was buying it. Okay, let's have a look at the back of the cards. Okay, and there we've got the back of the cards, and I've got to admit straight away, how nice is it to see some images on the back of these cards, to see some figures, other figures that are available in the lines on the back of these cards, instead of just a ton of writing like the Star Wars Retro Collection. I'm just so pleased they've got something on the back. So, on the back of the Indy figure, we've got another image of Indy out of the packaging with short round there. And it's just nice to see those images, because like I said, a lot of the time now we just get a ton of legal jargon on the backs of cards, and it's just nice to see other figures in the line that are available. And then of course on the back of Salah we've got Indy there with the Holy Grail, and we've got Dr. Henry Jones Sr., which again, that's going to be a great figure. I'm really looking forward to that being released. Definitely want to pick that up. I love Sean Connery in that role. I think he does a great job. It's just such a funny sort of character and amazing dynamic between Henry Jones Sr. and Indy. I just think he plays the role great. So really pleased to see some images on the back of these cards. So there we go. So we've got Indy from the Temple of Doom, we've got Salah from the Last Crusade, and that kind of nicely takes me in to what our size sent us. So let's go take a look. Okay, here we go. So let's see what our size sent us. It's a big box. It's got some big flaps. Oh, there's a bag. Oh, that's good. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's grab that. Okay. So we've got no note, but what we have got, look, is some signature Mangafandanga art. Look at that, man. I've said it before, we've got some talented artists in our community, but look at that. Our side, I mean, this is a gift. It's God-given. Anyone that can produce art like this. Leia has never looked better, has she? Wow. Sai, that is awesome. Let's get that in a frame. Definitely going to go in a frame. Oh, I can see some chocolate. Never going to go wrong with a huge bar of dairy milk, Sai. Thank you, mate. I'm wondering if I'll get any of that. Rachel may absolutely scoff that up. I don't know if I'll get any, but yeah. Like the Tim Tams, Matt. I got 2. Okay, and what else did he get? Now, this is the gift. So, of course, you can't have Indy without Short Round. So let's go take a closer look at good old Short Round. And there we go. There is Short Round, played by Ki Hwai Kwan, which it's just so nice to see him getting some recognition lately, isn't it? But obviously we know him as Short Round and Data from Goonies as well. But man, once I realised Sai was getting me this, I thought, right, I've got to get some more now, because you can't have Indy without Short Round. And just look at that. How awesome is that? Obviously, same card style, same logo, but look at that image on the card. What an amazing image from the mines in Temple of Doom, you know, just a fantastic image. And the figure looks great as well. Obviously, again, very basic. He's only got one accessory, which is the torch. You would like to think maybe we could have got him with something else. I mean, doesn't he have a backpack? I think he has a backpack maybe that he could have been issued with, but still a great looking figure. No New York symbol on the cap. I can only assume that's something to do with licensing laws. They maybe weren't allowed to put that on there. Copyright issues, etc. I think that is that baseball. New York, is it baseball? I think. But yeah, but the figure looks great. I've got to admit, again, very much in that retro style. Obviously, it's meant to emulate vintage figures. And we never got Short Round back in the day. But for me, it's a figure that's a must-have in any indie line and any Indiana Jones collection. But yeah, man, Simon, I absolutely love this. Love the character. And for a character that's only in one of the Indiana Jones movies, he's just got so many quotable lines.
Wow, holy smoke! Crash landing!
Short Round, step on it!
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes!
Oh, Mr. Wait, please.
You call him Dr. Jones, dog. Okay. I'm very little, she's very big.
But yeah, absolutely love Short Round as a character. And like I say, it's so nice to see Ki Hwai Kwan getting some recognition now. But wow, yeah, so pleased with that. And again, if you're going to have an Indiana Jones collection, Short Round has got to be in there. And there we go, everyone. Everything back on the table. And as you can see, I've done pretty well once again. Thank you again, Simon, for sending me Short Round. I was absolutely blown away by that. You had no reason to do that. You just did that out of the goodness of your heart, completely unprompted. I had no idea. So thank you once again. You really do have this knack of making me feel included and involved in things, even when I'm not there. So nice to know that you're thinking about me. I really do appreciate that, and of course he will be treasured. But again, thank you for all the chocolate as well. I will be sharing that with Rachel and Connor, but also thank you for that amazing another piece of Mangafandanga art. That is an absolutely stunning image of Leia, and that will certainly be getting framed and put up somewhere in the base once I can find a bit of wall space, because there's precious little room here now. But yeah, thank you for that. Also, just before I go, make sure you check out Mangafandanga, our side's Instagram page, to see some more of his artwork. I will leave a link in the description below. But on top of that, if you were wondering where the awesome remix backing music of the Indiana Jones theme came from that I've used this week, that is actually courtesy of Dave over at Toy Polloi. Now, he remixed that himself. And when I heard it, I knew I had this video coming up and I was desperate to use it as backing music. So I reached out to Dave and said, look, I've got this video coming up. Do you mind if I use your Indiana Jones remix? Of course he said no, it was absolutely fine for me to use. So thank you, Dave, for letting me use that. I think it's really worked well. I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, there we go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and giving me a shot. I hope you'll consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you're one of my existing viewers and existing subscribers, thank you for sticking with me, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. I always try to read everyone's comments and get back to everybody. And as always, keep collecting. I'll see you next time.